Good morning and welcome to Senior Circuit. We're so glad to have you today. Today we're going to talk about keeping your mental health and trying to maintain a balance between life and craziness that's going on. I have some of my staff with me today, and I'll be glad to introduce each one of them. I'm just going to tell you quickly who's here with me. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Cindy Hickey. I'm the Executive Director for the Council on Aging, and with me today is two of my social workers, Natasha Naim and Ashley Speliotis, and our outreach worker, Debbie Higgins. Welcome you all. Thank you all for being here. This has been an extremely stressful time. And you can see by all of our faces sometimes it's like, it's been hectic for me today. But Natasha, I'm going to start with you, and I want you to introduce yourself and tell us what you do.
Hi, my name's Natasha. I'm a social worker at Somerville Council on Aging. I work with older adults on hoarding concerns, as well as with health insurance and helping seniors make sure they're in the community and age in place.
Excellent. Thank you, Natasha, and thanks for being here. Ashley?
Sure. My name's Ashley Speliotis. I'm the other social worker at the Council on Aging. And Natasha and I do a lot of similar work. And I also help run the caregiver support group and Memory Cafe. And we help connect people to social welfare programs and make sure they're happy and healthy in the community.
Thank you. And Debbie, last but not least, we're going to introduce you. Debbie is our outreach worker.
Hi, Debbie Higgins, as Cindy said, I'm the outreach worker. I help kind of create some social programming, networking for seniors. We run a bowling group. Obviously everything's on hiatus, but a lot of networking for social pieces to get our seniors together with intergenerational programming through the school, City of Somerville Arts Council. So just a little bit of everything. We network all our departments together for our seniors.
Thank you, Debbie. Thank you. And as I said, this has really been a stressful time, and everybody's calling saying, when am I coming back? What are we going to open? What are you going to do? I don't want to be a part anymore. I'm alone. There's so many different things going on. And I know that people are feeling very overwhelmed about COVID-19. How can they manage through all these, and how do they manage their feelings? Why don't you take it, Natasha?
Yes. It's normal to feel overwhelmed with everything going on. It's all very new. It's all very strange. There's a lot of information out there about COVID-19, and not all of it is accurate. A good first step is really limiting the amount of cable news you're watching. If you're watching it every day, you just feel like it can feel very overwhelming. The best place to find out the most accurate information is going on the city's website and signing up for alerts. That's Somerville, MA, all one word, .gov/page/alerts, and you can get the most up-to-date information from the city and updates as well to keep you informed. Also, you can go on the CDC's website, that's Centers for Disease Control, and find out all the latest and greatest information about COVID-19. Don't get swept up with all the hearsay out there. It's a lot going on, and it's easy to feel overwhelmed. Also, if you feel really overwhelmed, call a friend up. Chances are you're not the only person who feels that way.
Natasha, why don't you give that email address one more time?
Somerville, SOMERVille.gov/PAG/ALERTS. So somervillema.gov/page/alerts.
Thank you so much. That was a long email address, and if you need it, you can always call us, and we're glad to tell it to you again. Another source of anxiety I know is over the amount of uncertainty. I don't know exactly when things might be going on or what's happening, but my routine's not. When will it return to normal? Ashley, why don't you take that call?
Along with how Natasha was saying, a lot of people are feeling overwhelmed. There's also a great source of anxiety surrounding the uncertainty out there. And a lot of that comes from feeling a loss of control. And what happens is that we were all going about a path, and then all of a sudden we basically lost control about a lot of aspects in our life. And we kind of got through that by saying, oh, this is only a short time. But now it's looking like it might be longer than we expected, or things are reopening a little bit slower than we expected. So there's still a great deal of uncertainty out there. And uncertainty, when people feel uncertainty, they can feel fear, they can feel anxiety, or they can think about the thought. It can just perseverate over and over again in their minds. So a good thing to do is to really take a look at what you are feeling anxious over and see, what do I really have true control over? I might not have control over when a store opens or when a restaurant opens, but I have control over when I can go to them once they are open. So first take a look and see, what can I control and what can't I control? And then you can also set aside a little bit of planning time and take a little time to come up with lots of plans, like plan A and plan B and plan C, because if plan A doesn't work, you have plan B to fall back on. So people can sometimes find that works for them, the planning time throughout the day, and other times people just feel overwhelmed by it. They feel uncertain, they feel anxious. So what some people have found is helpful is to say little mantras in your head, like, I've thought about this enough today, I'll think about it tomorrow. Or they can use meditation or an activity that they like, or even visualization. So our brains can think about a lot of different things at once, but they can only picture one thing at a time. So some people like to visualize a stop sign and say to themselves, stop, and then your brain can reset itself. Other people, like myself, I like to visualize numbers and just count to myself 1, 2, 3, because it takes a lot of time and effort to train your brain on one idea. And so when you feel yourself losing the picture, you go on to the next number. So it doesn't work for everybody. Not one trick of the trade works for everyone, but to try a couple and you can ease yourself down.
Those are some great tips. I know I have to take a breath sometimes, and when the on-call phone's ringing in the middle of the Zoom meeting, that stuff happens. So you have to really count, take a breath, and realize, all the things that you said are so true. But what if they're really feeling anxious, and especially, everything seems to be happening at once? Is there another way to find some help? How about reaching out to somebody?
Absolutely. I know we have some different tips and places to get some professional resources a little bit later on, but they can always call the Council on Aging, reach out to myself or Natasha, reach out to their primary care doctor, a family or friend, or look at the city website again.
Thank you. I appreciate that. So, Debbie, I'm going to give this question to you. A senior called in and said, I'm worried that the activities I love to participate will not open for a very long time. After months of following the recommendations to stay home and stay safer at home now, I'm feeling really socially isolated. What can I do? This is a great question for you, because you have a lot of stuff going on.
I know. It's me trying to keep people from coming in my back door. At least now the weather's nice, so you can go outside, put on your facial covering. You can go for a nice walk, sit on your porch, talk to your neighbor across the street on the other porch. So we're not, if this was, January, February, blizzards, I think it would be even more discouraging. But at least now we have a little bit more. Fresh air does wonders. You see in your garden. Again, it is hard. A lot of our stuff is, virtual, social media. I never thought I'd enjoy working on the computer as much as I do now, but it's definitely, again, I think I've said this in the past, the seniors are amazing with technology. I get tons of emails. So we have an email group, we have our Facebook page, we have our newsletter, we have our Living the Good Life. We just finished, it was 4 weeks, weekly trivia contest that the winners will receive a gift card. We're working with the Somerville Arts Council to continue our serenading seniors. So we're going to try to get out to a couple more buildings so we can bring the music to you, since you can't come to us and enjoy the music. Because all these performances, this is all stuff that we, used to have in our centers. So now we're trying to, I guess, go on the road, if you say, with some social distancing. So we just got a lot of different things going. And every day we're trying something new to reach out. So any ideas, please share.
Debbie, tell them a little bit about the Serenading Seniors, because I just love that. It was great. It was so exciting. So share a little bit. That is a real positive thing that happened.
Oh, it was amazing. It was, we're at Brady Towers, and the Arts Council got these two amazing, he was an Irish tenor and she was a fiddler. It was awesome. And you kind of felt like when this all started back in Italy, everyone singing from the balconies, where all the seniors were on their balconies. And he had a set of pipes on him that it was just beautiful. And you had the seniors yelling down, asking for songs and stuff. And it was just really, really, it put a little pep in everybody's step, because again, as much as we all like our house, the novelty has definitely worn off with the four walls. So again, we're really looking to try to, I know there are other artists out there that want to work and make this happen. So we're really going to try to give it a go and see if we can hit as many buildings as we're allowed. It was beautiful.
Debbie, is that on YouTube somewhere that people can go look? Do you know?
I don't know. We have bits and pieces. I did put some of the clips of video I have on our Facebook page. I can follow up. I'm going to follow up maybe with the Arts Council and see if they did do a YouTube video themselves, because I know we literally were all so far apart in the parking lot, so we didn't really talk too much, but there's definitely bits and pieces of it. I know, and maybe our city cable, I don't know if Steve was there, but maybe we can follow up and see if he actually recorded it too, and I can go share that with everybody.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Okay.
Ashley, I'm going to go back to you. I find myself in a new routine. I sleep in, stay in my pajamas all day. I wish. I read and watch TV or talk on the phone and stay up late. I think I'm doing well, but I also find it easier to get my groceries and food delivered, and I worry that I won't go out and be social when we're able to again. And I think this is really big, because I hear so many seniors who were out and about. I have one of our seniors that I worry about because she won't get out of her apartment. I have one that is out too much, and I'm yelling at her to stay in. And so, where's the happy medium in all of this? But I worry about, especially about those folks who don't go out, who don't, won't leave their apartment for anything. They won't open their door. They're not socializing. That's a big concern. Let's talk about that.
I think you hit it right on the nose there when you said, what's the happy medium? Because during this whole time of change and flexibility, we've all learned a little bit about ourselves and about our routines. And for some of us, we've learned some really important skills. We've learned that maybe we do need help with grocery shopping, or maybe we do need to ask our family members, our friends, to come help clean or to run errands for us, which is a really important skill to develop. But on the other side, some of us may have developed more of a routine of staying up late at night and staying in our pajamas all day and seeing a future where we're very happy staying at home all the time. And as we've learned, it's not good for our health or our bodies, our mental health, or our physical well-being to rely 100% for all of our errands and all of our help. So as we're opening up slowly, it's a good time to reevaluate again and to say, what should I maintain help with? And what should I start doing for myself again? And a good way is to start getting up at your regular time, taking a shower every day, making your bed, getting dressed, and then going out little by little.
And one of the things that I had a senior talking to me on Friday about, actually, and she said, my routine is so short. I just feel like I don't know how to jumpstart it. I don't know how to get back in that routine. And I said, you did say, get up, do the things you're supposed to be doing, but how do you start? If somebody just feels so bewildered, like I can't do it, I don't know where to go, I don't know what to do. Where's a good, do I do it all at once? What's a good routine?
Sure. It's definitely better to start small. If you're feeling very overwhelmed or out of sorts, to pick one small goal a day and add on to it. So maybe tomorrow you set a wake up time and you really do get out of bed when the alarm goes off. The day after that, you go right in the shower or you cook a nutritious breakfast instead of just grabbing the first thing. So it's starting small and then adding on day by day.
Excellent, thank you. Those are good tips, and I know, I pretty much said the same thing. It's like, just get out of bed at a certain time every day. That's all you need to do. Just start with that, and then in a week try something different. Add on another routine. Add on another something. But I do worry about those who have stayed in their home and have not been out at all. That's not a good place to be, and I can see, one of them fading pretty fast. So I wanted to make sure we got that in and get back to that routine. Get your feet out, get dressed.
Mm-hmm.
There's this great thing. It was all about wonderful speeches, the top 10 best speeches that have ever been given at commencement. And one of them is from a Rear Admiral, and it's my favorite speech. And I listen to it all the time, and he says, get out of bed. Make that bed every single day. It's the little things you do that at the end of the day make you realize you've done a lot of big things. And it's a great speech, and I love it. And I make sure every day that I get up and make my bed, because at the end of the day, I'm getting into a nice, clean, fresh bed at the end of the night when I want to go to bed and I'm tired. So that's great, great, great news. So thank you. I appreciate that. Let's see, Natasha, I'm going to go to you. I'm worried about my friend's mental health. How can I support them during this time?
That's a great question. I think that the best way to support your friend is to actually be there and listen to them. There are many people with mental health challenges who have this great fear that if they express that they aren't feeling so great, that people won't be there for them. They'll scare their friends away and they'll drive them to not have any friends or family around anymore. So I think if you're a friend, just being there when when they're not doing so well, and when they say, I'm not feeling so great, really shows that you're a good friend and that you'll be there for them when they're going through a tough time.
Excellent, thank you. And Debbie, I'm going to take this question to you. I'm worried that my neighbor is lonely and might need more friends to talk to. How do I find more friends for my neighbor?
Well, you can track us down on the Council on Aging. We have a great program called the Friendly Phone Call, or it's the version of a pen pal, but via your phone. We have many volunteers that are so willing. They have stepped up to the plate. I know Natasha has a list and a half of people who are willing to reach out to our seniors. So we take and try to pair, buddies together, and you can have a daily phone call if that's too much, weekly. So we have access, and along with us, all the staff, you can call us any day. We're there. If we don't pick up, because obviously we're remote, we'll call you back. So don't feel like you can't get us. It may take us a minute to get back to you because times are a little different, but don't feel completely alone because we're there too. But absolutely, if you have any questions, definitely call our main number, 617-625-6600, extension 2300, and we'll send you in the right direction. But we have wonderful volunteers from the city looking to reach out to seniors. So give it a shot.
And Natasha, that was a great plug for your friendly phone caller. So I'm going to ask you to just pick up on where Debbie left off and tell us a little bit about your friendly phone caller. It used to be visits, but obviously we can't visit. But what other things can they do?
A lot of our friendly phone callers are ready and eager to call. They're of all age ranges and all different interests. If you like going on hikes, you can talk to your friend over the phone about going on a hike. You can also do, talk about TV shows, favorite movies. We really have a diverse and wonderful array of volunteers from Somerville who have stepped up to the plate and want to contact you. So give us a call today. We can find someone who will talk to you once a week, like Debbie was saying, once a day, once in a while, whatever you feel comfortable with. We have a lot of people who want to help. So let them help you out.
Great, thank you. And it is a wonderful program. I know there's a lot of people who want to be called and who are being called, and if you want to volunteer, if you want to have somebody call you, that's a great opportunity. Debbie, I want to step back to you for a quick second, because on our website, don't we have places where they can go to see national parks, museums? Do you want
Yep, we have.
to talk a little bit about that? Because that's another great thing that we've added.
Yep, we do have, as we said, we have our Facebook page, and we also have our Google email. So we try to send out as much information on different activities and stuff. We do have a bunch of links for virtual tours. So if you want to go to the Grand Canyon from the comfort of your couch, you want to see a Red Sox game, old highlights from the comfort of your kitchen table. Again, a lot of stuff is now technology. So if you have any questions, you can also reach out to myself. Again, the main city number at extension 2321, and I can send you in the right direction with some information. If you'd like to join our Google group and all that stuff, we can add that. And again, it's just trying to get all kinds of information out to you guys. And it's actually been a lot of fun on my part too, trying to find some neat things. And I found a lot of stuff that I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. So we're going to give it a shot.
We are going to give it a shot. And I'll tell you, a couple of years ago, we did the Kentucky Derby on a trip, and we did the Preakness and then Belmont Stakes. And we were actually last year at, I think it was Preakness that we won the Triple Crown, and we were able to partake in that. It was very exciting. And since we can't go on trips, I came across, I'm done with news, I came across when American Pharoah won the Triple Crown and then went on to win the Breeders' Cup. And it was really fun to be able to watch that again. We saw American Pharoah when she won at the Kentucky Derby. So, those are the kind of shows you should be going on and looking at. It brought back a lot of cool memories, all the great hats. Kentucky Derby is pushed back like everything else in life. Everything's pushed back. So it was fun to see some of those old shows. Natasha, I'm going to come back to you. I have another question. I think I need more professional help for my mental health. How do I find someone to help meet my needs?
I think that if you need more support for your mental health, a good first step is to contact your primary care physician. Your PCP will be able to help you link up with a professional mental health counselor or psychiatrist who's able to help address those needs. But also, if you're wanting to find more tips or more local resources in the community, the somervillema.gov/coronavirus help has some great resources on mental health and different tips to cope with the uncertainty that's going on right now and other things. So I'll say the website again. It's Somerville, SOMERVILLE.gov/CORONAVIRUS SomervilleMA.gov/coronavirus help is where you get some really amazing resources on assistance for mental health.
That is a really long email. I was like, oh my goodness, I think it took you a minute to recite that whole thing, Natasha. That was great.
Yeah, work on that.
Oh gosh. Well, I'll tell you, lots of great information. I'm do a round robin, and I'm asking everybody one time, tell me one important thing that you want people to know, whether it's caregivers or whatever. Tell me what your programs are that's important to you. We got a couple of minutes for each person. Go ahead, Ashley.
Sure. So a couple programs that I run that I just love are the caregiver support groups. We've been running a whole bunch of different series for people who are growing older individually, some caring for a spouse, and also our memory cafes. I'm looking forward to returning to hopefully soon, but we shall see. It's dinner and activities for people with cognitive decline and their caregivers. So it's a great time to be social, and I'll share in some commonality.
Great. Thank you. Thank you. Lots of great programs. And I'll tell you, there's a lot of great things happening with your caregivers and memory cafe, but even though they're home, we're going to be doing some special things. You've got great plans. Thank you. Debbie, you're up. What's exciting and new in your world?
Well, the sun is shining, so that's a plus. Again, like I said, We mentioned I'm working with a couple other departments, the Historical Society. We're going to try to maybe put together some type of Somerville scavenger hunt type of thing. Again, working with the Arts Council to see what other creative things we can come up with. We're still doing our cards for seniors, so we're closing in on about 400 cards. We'd love to hit 1,000. So if you're out there and you want to write a card, a note, have your kids draw some fun little pictures so we can give them to our seniors who are still unable to maybe get out in the community. So we'd love to reach all of them so that they know that we're thinking of them. So get coloring.
And we appreciate everybody who dropped off blank cards, but we want you to write a little note. And so far, I think we've collected over like 300 or 400 cards. So for everybody who's done it, thank you so much. It's been great. And we're getting them to all the shut-ins, and we have some very special people that we've sent them to, even the veterans. So thank you so much. It's been a great program. Natasha, you're up. Tell me, you've got 2 minutes.
Okay. I run the decluttering support group, and I'm still doing check-in for people who have clutter concerns. You want to talk about clutter? I'm always up for hearing about clutter. We also, Ashley and I are both also available to talk about food stamps applications, health insurance questions. We're always available for you. You just have to call us and let us know what we can help you with.
Great. Thank you so much, Natasha. Thank you all. This has been really an enlightening show, and I hope that everybody in the audience appreciates all the hard work that the staff at the Council on Aging is doing. We are still working. I want everybody to know that. Even though we're home and in a different location on a different day in a different room, we are definitely still working. We're still there. We're trying to answer all of our phone calls. If you get our voicemail, and we're going to go around and have you all quickly tell each of your extensions, because I think it's important for you to get them directly. We are answering calls every 20 to 30 minutes, so please be patient. We will get back with all of our calls. You will not wait a day, trust me. You won't even wait a couple of hours for us to get a call back. But Natasha, what's your extension? So the city number is 617-625-6600, extension Natasha.
2317.
Ashley.
I'm right next door at 2318.
Debbie.
Down the hall at 2321.
And I have the on-call on 2300. So when you call that main number, you're getting me, you're getting a person. We want to thank you all. Thank you all, the staff has done a great job today talking about mental health. We appreciate everybody. Thank you so much for being here and joining us. We'll be doing another Zoom in a couple of weeks just to keep you on track. We don't know when we're coming back. We hope it's soon, but we don't know. So until then, you'll just have to join us this way and know that we're thinking about you. We miss you all terribly. Kisses to everybody, big hugs, because we won't be seeing you all for a while. But take care. If you need anything, call us. We're here. We're here for you. Thank you all. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Yeah. Great job, guys.